Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. This lesson demonstrates how to apply creative overlays with exposure. Creative borders, light effects, and textures are a great way to enhance your images. Exposure gives you a lot of freedom in how to apply them. We are using our award-winning photo editing and organizing application, Exposure, in this tutorial. If you don't already own Exposure, you can download the free trial from our website. Exposure's border overlays apply film or print frames to your images. Borders affect the image edges, but they mostly leave the middle untouched. The different categories of borders cover everything from antique frames, brushed paper, and Polaroid-style peel-offs. The arrow button on the top randomly selects a similar border from within the same folder. You can horizontally or vertically flip the border, and you can invert how it applies to the image with the bottom button. The zoom slider resizes the border. Move it further out so less of it overlaps the image. For borders that replicate the look of a printed photo, we recommend leaving the opacity slider at full strength. A lower opacity works better with borders that simulate damage. Exposure's light leak effects overlays apply realistic sun flares, light leaks, or other neat-looking lighting effects to your images. The categories cover a variety of different looks, including lens flares, streaks of colored or white light, prismatic dust, rainbows, and more. The hand icon on an overlay indicates that it is fully movable, so you can place it wherever you'd like. The other inversion, zoom, and opacity controls also manipulate how the overlay appears. Use the Move Freely alignment option to place and rotate the overlay into position in the photo. This kind of flexibility works really well with sun rays. You can easily align the rays with any trees, leading lines, or other objects in your photo. As you move overlays around your image, use the Protect Location tool to indicate the portion of your image that you don't want the overlay to touch. This affects all overlays, not just light effects. Texture effects apply over the entire image. Dust, print media, and scratches lend an evocative, weathered look to your image that can be effective with the right subject matter. Texture can also be good for gently lifting dark shadows. Raise the opacity to show more of the texture in the image. Another way to modify the resulting look is to change the blend mode. Opacity applies the texture across the entire image, lifting the blacks around the edges and providing consistent coloring and texture across the photo. Screen will brighten the image. Overlay will add contrast by darkening the darks and brightening the brights. The other two modes, multiply, which darkens images. This works well for creating shadows and removing light colors while retaining dark colors. And hard light, which is similar to the overlay mode but produces more intense results. It combines the multiply and screen modes, but unlike overlay mode, it uses the values of the texture layer instead of the base image. If you've taken images that you think would make great overlays, or if you've purchased any texture packs on the internet, you can download them directly into Exposure. Exposure can import JPEG, PNG, and TIFF format images as overlays. For best results, use TIFF or PNG images with opacity. This will enable you to use the opacity blend mode. Choose a high-resolution image, such as 3000 by 4000 pixels. The Import Overlays dialog displays how the new overlay will look. Rename the file and select the category and default blend mode. Auto-rotate to match image orientation is helpful when importing borders and textures. Finally, click Import to add it. And that concludes this lesson on using overlays in Exposure. Thanks for watching. Learn more about Exposure on our website, exposure.software. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates about all our latest videos.